personal limitations is the agony of spiritual growth.
I started on Fuck Yourself because I was in a moment of my life where depression hit, and I felt like I either have like two ways, like keep living the same way or realizing that there's something I'm doing wrong. And it started with accepting that possibility. And after that, a lot of things, magic things happened, and it's all coming from healing my idea of myself and my idea of the world. A lot of actions we take and the way we think is conditioned by what we believe about ourselves. And most of these things, they are outdated belief, or sometimes they're just wrong. Like they come from limited perception. We go through life and we live outside of awareness so much because we are hyper focusing on our problems and stuff. But there are things we can do. For example, if, you probably heard about inner child, and I want to talk about something real quick. There's three versions. There's three different inner child that live within. You have the 5-year-old and the 7-year-old, then there's the 12-year-old, and all of them are related to different things. Like the first one is related to self-love, the second one is related to self-worth, and the third one is a combination of both and how you relate to the outside world. And all these strategies that you came up with when you were growing up in order to get love, in order to be accepted, to feel safe. And if we don't heal this, then we are carrying around the same programming and the same thinking patterns that we adopted when we were just trying to survive. And this is part of how we get out of survival mode, because we don't realize that none of that is happening, yet we still live in our minds, talking to ourselves about everything that can go wrong, and talking to ourselves and analyzing situations based on fear and shame and guilt and what to avoid. And this is what causing us to experience a reality like this. This is how we are. This is how we are conditioning our body to experience the world. We think that in the future, when we achieve things are going to be different and these problems are going to be solved. But those problems in the outside are just a consequence of your inside. So for the subconscious mind, there is no time. Everything's happening now and everything's coexisting now. The future, the past, the present, everything's taking shape out of your state of being. So it is important to take a look and heal the parts of you that are against who you really are, that are bringing you an experience that is not aligned with you, because no one else will, and everybody else is just trying to make it through their own journey. So healing these things inside will allow you also to take distance from and realize when people are just projecting their own struggles and they need for control over you and everything else. It's just a way for them to clinch the things, hoping that they will somehow get out of the state they're in. And this is being recreated by us because we haven't let go of everything that we've been carrying around. And emotions and thoughts are related to each other and affecting each other, and the way we think tells our body how we feel, and then the DNA fabricates the protein to reflect how we're thinking. So by healing the way we think and what we think about and how, and then we can experience a different world, because how we think and how we feel is creating the experience already.